We hang out all the time when she's in Ponyville. Didn't you know that? Huh? And you call yourself the Princess of Friendship.
Not wrong. Why isn't Pinkie Pie the Princess of Friendship?
What if I told you everything we knew from My Little Pony Friendship is Magic was a lie? What if there was an option for a different kind of princess? What if I were to tell you that Twilight Sparkle is not the true Princess of Friendship? And what if I told you the real Princess of Friendship was someone else of the main six?
Do you really have to ruin the moment like this? Don't stop me from being interesting.
Okay. Let's sum this up then. We have our main character Twilight Sparkle, student of Princess Celestia, and student remained to be her occupation until it wasn't. Now, why would we have someone as studious and by the numbers as Twilight as our Princess of Friendship? She can be diligent, organized, and a quick learner of anything and everything. She does have her moments of going off the rails due to her OCD affliction she gets sometimes, and it does lead to its own daily dose of chaos. But who in the show hasn't had their own mental breakdown and hiccups? It makes for more character development. But as a princess, I can see Twilight doing the job well and knowing what to do. During a royal problem, we see what Celestia and Luna have to go through on a daily. For Celestia, it's meeting after meeting, officiating after officiating, smiles, grand openings, photo sessions, cake. While Luna takes care of the pony's mental with stopping nightmares and giving pretty good advice, especially with how hands-on she was with the Cutie Mark Crusaders. Now I can see Twilight doing either of these positions if one or both princesses were to retire, but to make a whole new title as the Princess of Friendship has always been questionable, especially to the fandom.
What a gorgeous day! I can't wait to see if there's any pony who could use my help today. Oof! Oh, silly me. I really need to watch where I'm going. La 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 la.
Now, what if I were to tell you that this pony's main goal is to make people smile, to bring joy to the masses, to rally everyone for fun and enjoyment, all without having alicorn or even unicorn magic? Forget the Twilight Zone. Let's take a deeper dive look into what I like to call the Pinkie Province. Now, don't get me wrong. I've seen countless theories on why Sunset Shimmer should have been Princess or Starlight Glimmer, even Trixie, which I'm pretty sure those people are very creative. But Sunset chose to stay in the human world to protect it from rogue magic, and Starlight has already been a powerful dictator, so maybe not give her that much more power. Do I really need to explain Trixie?
You two, hurry up with my throne! And you, how long do I have to wait for my applesauce facial?
Forget it, Trixie. I ain't doing nothing till you let Twilight come home. Okay, I'll do it. Just make it stop.
Yeah, didn't think so. I think Moondancer would have been in the running if she possibly stood out more during school and wasn't a color swap of Twilight already. Maybe that's why she was still studying even after she got older to get more recognition? Who's to say? But Penny, you say. What about the others in the main six? They also make up the elements of harmony and are just as important. Well, yeah, you're absolutely right. But each one has their own goals and ideas that they would want to continue. Some straightforward and some more abstract of a concept. But I can look at each one just to be fair. Rarity is already one of the people that have a set goal and aspiration in mind. She might actually like the royal wear that comes with being a princess, but to do all the planning, meetings, and having a tight schedule, it might be too overwhelming. She's a mind of creativity, not one of analytics. Very ambitious and artistic, but not something she can do as a princess. Rainbow Dash also has a set goal in life, and it's nowhere near sitting on a throne for most of her day. Let's not forget how she was with trying to study and testing 1, 2, 3.
On the anniversary of the first celestial year of peace, a celebration was held. Headed by General Firefly, an elite team of aerial performers were chosen to help commemorate this auspicious occasion.
The ADHD is strong with this one. And no offense to the princesses, I'm sure they work somewhat hard to protect people.
Push them back, my sister!
Stay back, friends. My sister and I will take care of the beast.
All the times we've actually needed their help and they show up for this?
I said somewhat. Point being, do we really see Rainbow Dash sitting by while other ponies try and protect her? It's even been a handful of times that Celestia even flies if she's not being driven around by Pegasi. Not to mention someone who has a hard time in dresses every once in a while, along with a bit of toxic femininity where she can't do anything girly for 2 minutes. Not very princess-like. We have Applejack, who's not very goal-oriented and doesn't want to go any further than what she's doing now. She loves her family and friends and wants to take care of her family's farm. I couldn't imagine her doing anything else since this is pretty much her birthright. I also remember back in Winter Wrap-Up how upset she was at Twilight for the small incident of using magic. Applejack is way too old school and a strong traditionalist who doesn't think about using magic being the tool that solves everything. This thinking comes with being a hard worker to the point of overworking herself. Thinking about it now, the Apple family was the ones who founded Ponyville in the first place, so I guess Earth Pony had to be the way to go for a lot of things in Ponyville just to keep up with traditions. And then there's Fluttershy.
You're too shy, shy, hush, hush, I do I. Too shy, shy, hush, hush, I do I. Too shy, shy, hush, hush, I do I. Too shy, shy, hush, hush.
I don't think I need to explain much, but to put it lightly, she wouldn't be princess even if it went to a vote. And I barely even like Cadence as a princess. Okay. She's gotten better and more assertive when the plot calls for it. We at least saw Celestia trying to fight Sombra and his army during the cutie remark, but I'm not counting on much confrontation from Flutters here. Now, what about Pinkie Pie, the one this video is about?
Do you have magic hair?
I'm not taking any chances!
Magic hands?
Look what I can do with my hooves!
Do animals talk to you?
I love you more! No, I love you more! I love you more!
Were you poisoned? Pinkie, what happened?
Cursed?
And here I thought laughter made you happy.
Happy? I don't think so.
Kidnapped or enslaved?
I thought I told you to dance.
Do people assume all your problems got solved because a big strong man showed up?
Be here with some fun new games to try.
Yeah, that seems to check out for me.
I got the new 4 cheese on the cheap. I chop into the bloody bottoms is underneath.
Joking, I was joking. To be fair, maybe we elaborate a little more. Pinkie Pie is an Earth Pony who shouldn't have as many of the strange talents that she does. Let's start with her Pinkie sense. No magic needed, just a twitch or a feeling, maybe even call it a premonition. You know, like the one Celestia had when T-Rex first appeared. Next is all the reality-bending things she's capable of doing. The fourth wall is her playground, and we are merely its viewers. It's not to say there hasn't been any self-awareness sprinkled in other characters, but it feels more on purpose with Pinkie Pie than anyone else. Now, who else in the show was known for bending reality and space to their whims? Oh yeah, the literal god of chaos! And let's not forget, we've seen what happens with chaos magic, specifically with Pinkie Pie.
Pinkie, you took Discord's magic from the bell? How do you feel?
Tingly, itchy, also like...
I can transform the cosmos so everything is made of icing!
So, off topic here, but if you watch Dragon Ball Z, do you know a character called Majin Buu? Yeah, look him up. You'll basically get what happens with Pinkie Pie here. Don't get me wrong, this was her using chaos magic, which is probably not the best idea since I'm pretty sure this would turn anybody into a madman. We're talking Ice King's crown levels of madness here. Might be different with alicorn magic instead. But how would we set up the road to Pinkie Pie being a princess when most of season 1 is told through Twilight? Well, they were able to put Twilight in episodes that didn't directly involve her, so what would be the difference here? Before Twilight came to Ponyville, the main 5 were aware of each other, but were kept at a respectable distance. The ones that had a close relationship were Fluttershy and Rainbow Dash since they both went to flight school together, and her Sonic Rainboom was the catalyst for everyone getting their cutie marks. That can still be true even in this instance. What if instead of doing things from Twilight's perspective, we start with Pinkie Pie? She already knows Ponyville and everyone in it like clockwork. So if newcomer Twilight was coming to help with the preparations for the Sun celebration, Pinkie could have been a guide to help her meet everyone involved. Especially when she's the designated party planner. It wouldn't be too far off for her to help Twilight with planning the event. Twilight can still explain everything to the others when trying to find Celestia and Nightmare Moon, leading them to the elements of harmony. Maybe have Twilight's element be more uniform to not have her stand out, or obviously make her the main character. And even looking through the first season, it's strange how hard it is to pinpoint what episodes to consider for certain characters. Other than the season premiere, there are episodes like Best Night Ever and Ticketmaster that have scenes from all of the main 6 involved. But when you have something like Fall Weather Friends that's primarily about Rainbow Dash and Applejack, but Twilight participates in the race and Pinkie Pie is officiating it. Like I said, all through season 1 was Twilight interjecting into moments that she was not needed or was an observer. Now, when it comes to the big moment of season 3's finale, Magical Mystery Cure, I get that only Twilight would be able to pull off a spell to cause the cutie marks to shift. But what if things happen more naturally to getting things back in order? Twilight would have her sad moment, unable to fix her friends. Pinkie would come by and something in her would turn. Something telling her that she didn't want her friend to be sad. She would give her some much needed advice, listen to her problems, maybe even try and encourage her. Maybe Pinkie does her famous pratfall and gets a chuckle out of Twilight, causing Pinkie to do more funny stuff to make her laugh and smile. In my opinion, the most obvious element that can be shown to each other is kindness and laughter. With this, Pinkie gets her memories back and helps Twilight fix the rest of her friends. And even if Celestia came forward to Twilight about turning her into a princess, she would say that she couldn't have done it without Pinkie Pie. Even if Pinkie was able to fight the spell back with just sheer destiny alone. And of course, we'd have more interactions with Pinkie and Twilight, with Twilight teaching her magic and Rainbow Dash teaching her flying.
That was awesome! We gotta go fly more often, Twilight!
Or maybe that's not needed? Seriously, she's more powerful than most Earth ponies. How is this possible? Let's not forget that I think Pinkie tops everybody in terms of quantity of friends she has. Pinkie knows just about everyone in Equestria, and if they don't, they will. It wouldn't be hard to see her traveling like Cheese Sandwich, going around and having parties and cheering people up, or at least making them forget their problems or make them think with a clearer head. Sometimes Pinkie just knows something simple is all we need, and that's a really special thing. Even in the My Little Pony movie, Pinkie being close to the sea pony princess Skystar and having a good time with her was enough to gain the trust of Queen Novo. And I know the heated moment with Twilight and Pinkie was supposed to be for character development and the third act breakdown, but Pinkie Pie didn't need it. She has always known that what was needed more now than ever through all the troubles and dangers was friendship.
Well, I'm doing the best I can.
It's all on me. I'm the one Tempest wants. I'm the last princess.
You're also the only one who doesn't trust her friends!
Even in the final battle against the Storm King, it's Pinkie Pie that felt the heavy burden of losing a good friend. I think the thing that gets me to love Pinkie Pie as Princess of Friendship the most is her empathy. She doesn't hide her emotions at all, and every facial expression shows how deeply she feels for things, including her friends. Now, do I see her running all of Equestria? Not really. The same way Cheese Sandwich didn't see himself running the Laugh Factory from inside the factory and wanting to experience everything outside. Note that I said why Pinkie should be the Princess of Friendship, not the Princess of all of Equestria. Twilight still does have the diligence and experience with planning and leading to do Celestia's job, so that would be completely fine to have her still do. Maybe that would be the princess status Twilight would have during Magical Mystery Cure. Looking back on past episodes, I think I've liked Pinkie and Twilight's interactions the most. Be it feeling Pinkie keen, mystery on the Friendship Express, even their back and forth in Traja and A Trivial Problem. In fact, I like how these two episodes are about Twilight's ideas and assumptions being overpowered by Pinkie's sheer existence. Trying to disprove the Pinkie sense in literally every scene of A Trivial Problem has Twilight going full on crazy, and I just love it. These two needed to rule together, with Twilight as the brain and Pinkie as the heart.
Twilight and Pinkie Pie forever! Ooh, we can be Team Twinkie! Or Team Pink like Sparkle Pie! No! Twi Pie!
And it's not like Pinkie still can't have the same ending that she does with Cheese Sandwich and their kid, especially when Cadance is also married. Twilight has learned friendship and how wonderful it can be. But Pinkie Pie? She knew about friendship before it was even popular. Lights, please! The story of a crazed pink pony making her way in the ranks and becoming the Princess of Friendship. There would be no telling where her heart and her cupcakes would land her next. I'm Penny Wrights, and this has been the Pinkie Province.
I put the new 4 G's on.